Hello guys, welcome back to General Chats. We have a very special kind of episode today because we will be discussing the MCU, and I couldn't think of anyone better to talk about it with other than my good friend Brandon. Say hello, Brandon.
Hello, you okay, guys?
So, Brandon, what do you think about coming on doing this episode today?
Oh, you asked me not too long ago, and I was all up for it because, with everything that's going on within in the world at the minute, we're not able to see each other. So,
Alrighty. Was that not all about how fun it is to be in lockdown?
shut up.
Anyway, just to kind of kick things off this episode, I would like to basically just go over a couple of things for the past couple of episodes. I have talked about the Doubtfully Optimistic podcast that me and a couple of other people are doing. That the video is up on the channel. The channel link will be in the description of this video, and the video is saved to a playlist on my channel, so please go check that out. We had a lot of fun talking about Star Wars. Apparently, I got interrupted a lot.
Yeah.
And also, #GetReading will also continue to be like a regular thing on this channel, but it'll be mostly oriented towards maybe comic books. And for this episode, it'll be Civil War, because that will incorporate into this episode we will be talking about. So, Civil War.
I need to read my Civil War properly.
Yeah, it's a Civil War for #GetReading.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's jump right into the episode. What do you say, Brandon?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so as you know, there's been quite a lot of shuffling around on Marvel's schedule recently.
Yeah, because Black Widow was supposed to come out this month or last month?
Oh,
But then
it was supposed to come out yesterday.
It was supposed to come out yesterday.
Yes, that is true.
It was supposed to come out yesterday, but of course, with everything going on, they rescheduled it to a lot later in the year.
Yes, and there was also another kind of big-ish change in which Doctor Strange 2 was moved from being from being like behind Shang-Chi, so now it's last in Phase 4.
Okay.
But on the bright side, that was kind of confirmed along with Sam Raimi is coming along to direct Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah, like we said in, I give a lot of crap about Raimi, don't I? You know that.
Yeah.
Like, quite a lot of crap.
Yeah.
Like, we said when we're talking just about movies in general, I go, Raimi ones were a bit cringy, but of course, it would. All I said to you mainly about New Doctor Strange when I found out Raimi were doing it was, please give us Spider-Man 1 or 2 and not Spider-Man 3.
But to be fair, Spider-Man 1 and 2 do kind of feel like 90s action movies at times.
Yeah, but that's what they're supposed to feel like. It was just coming out of the 90s at that point. Only a few years out of the 90s at that point, mate.
Yeah. But even the new Spider-Man film has been delayed to November 2021, so it's going to be a year behind Black Widow, but it is now film 4 in Phase 4.
Hang on, has Eternal switched then? Because, of course, Black Widow is supposed to be the start of Phase 4.
Yeah, Eternals has been pushed back to Shang-Chi's original release date of February 2021.
And so everything's just moved back to the next possible release date.
Yeah, apart from Doctor Strange 2, but, you know.
That's just been changed altogether, mate.
But question is, does this affect the Disney Plus shows that the MCU are incorporating?
I mean, I could see how it could. Loki, I don't see how it would, because obviously that's the Loki from Endgame. WandaVision, I doubt it, because obviously that's set between Civil War and Infinity War, isn't it? Isn't it correct about that?
Actually, all they've said about where WandaVision fits in the MCU is it will tie into Doctor Strange too.
Okay.
And they have been saying some things about Loki as well, tying into Doctor Strange too.
That makes sense considering that's an alternate version of Loki.
And now both WandaVision and Loki will be released a year before Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah. That's going to be fun.
Yep. But as with everything going on, filming's been delayed, so it's unclear whether or not Falcon and Winter Soldier will be delayed or anything.
When was that supposed to be released? Was it?
As far as I know, it's still scheduled to start in August.
August.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we were on about that the other week, weren't we?
Mhm.
Saying, oh, it's supposed to start near the middle of August, didn't we?
Yep.
We were on about that.
Mm.
That's what we talk about mostly is films and TV,
Yep.
mainly.
Well,
Films, TV, comics, that's all stuff.
yeah. But what's interesting about the current Marvel film slate is that they've got, in the same year, they've got 2 films scheduled for Phase 4 and 3 films scheduled for Phase 5.
Same year?
Yep. And that will be 2022.
And I thought we were gonna have a mad year this year.
Yeah. Well, it's already been a mad year, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, but I mean for Marvel wise, you know what I mean.
But yeah.
Marvel wise, because obviously
Because there was nothing to.
Black Widow, then obviously Eternals later in the year, and then all the shows start end of this year.
Well, and there really wasn't anything to commemorate Endgame's first anniversary other than, watch parties and that online.
Apart from that, there weren't.
Apart from Black Widow, the only major Marvel thing this year is the final season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh yeah, it's final season. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've started watching that, by the way.
Final season starts this month, so,
No, I mean, I've actually started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I'm like with TV. If I get distracted or do something else.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, so there are 5 movies scheduled for 2022.
You're going to be swamped.
Yeah, and it's
and it's always America to you as well.
Yeah. And it's kind of going to be like a bit hectic, like in terms of the universe, because the first 2 MCU movies of that year are the end of Phase 4, where the other films are the beginning of Phase 5.
Right, so what we supposed to have at end of Phase 4, obviously Doctor Strange
And
2 now.
Thor 4.
Oh, the 4-4. Oh yeah, that was supposed to be in the last year, but now it's moved up.
That's a tongue twister, isn't it? Thor
It's moved
4.
back. Yeah.
So Thor: Love and Thunder, Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will end off Phase 4.
Phase 4 when we're filming.
They've already scheduled the first 2 films of Phase 5, and they've still got like an untitled film scheduled for release in that year as well.
The next few years, Marvel's going to be mad.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got all the shows to tie into everything. Then you got the movies themselves.
Plus, don't forget Morbius and Venom 2 next year.
Oh yeah, Morbius and Venom 2. They're next year. They're not tied into the MCU, but this is still...
Oh, you're gonna like this. Sony recently came out and said what their Marvel universe is called.
Oh my god, come on.
The Sony movie universe of Marvel characters.
How do they bloody abbreviate that one?
I don't think you do.
Sony Marvel... Sony movie... SM...
Is Sony movie universe of Marvel characters.
So, SMUMC.
Mm-hmm.
SMUMC.
Well, you can obviously tell whoever came up with the name was either drunk or just couldn't be bothered.
Couldn't be bothered.
But the real horror is if they include Ghost Rider in that list.
Oh my god.
See?
Run for the fun.
So yeah, 3 Phase 5 films in 2022. What do you think of that? What do you think of that?
Again, like I know I covered what I said last 3 are going to be swamped in 2022.
Yeah. Considering the first 2 films of Phase 5 are, well, 2 of the latest MCU films that haven't exactly been, big hype around.
Which are they?
Black Panther 2 and Captain Marvel 2.
Oh, them two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think they'll go with that? Because where I'm looking at now, I could see a Secret Wars happening, or something like that.
Oh yeah, that'd be quite cool, but I think you'd have to include, like, Spider-Man in that, because, like, in the comics, I'm pretty sure that's the story arc where Venom got introduced.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, but of course you'd have to build everyone up, because obviously with Hawkeye we're getting Barton training.
Possibly Haley Steinfeld. Come on.
Is it Haley Steinfeld supposed to be playing him? Is it?
Oh, apparently she's in discussion for the role, but come on, fingers crossed.
Oh god.
Yeah. I know the fellas over at the Doubtfully Optimistic podcast. They love some Haley Steinfeld, so
Christ.
Should have heard them talk about Bumblebee.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh god. Here we go.
Oh, but I did see this regarding Black Panther. I did see this funny thing on Twitter this morning about Kevin Smith was tweeting how he rewatched Black Panther and he liked it. So people started giving him shit. And then he started writing.
God, out of every MCU film, that's the one to get a fucking Oscar.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. So then he started writing poems back saying, "Yeah, you're not worth my time."
But out of everyone to get an Oscar, it had to be that one.
Yeah, I mean, Disney kept pushing Endgame for all these, like, major Oscars, and then it's just like it only gets nominated for visual effects.
It's like, wow.
What the actual hell?
One of the best movies within the last decade.
Yeah, and it was a movie. It's the highest grossing movie of all time.
From the last decade.
Hmm.
And it only gets a bloody nomination for best. Yeah.
Before Endgame was the highest grossing movie, Avatar was, and Avatar got nominated for Best Picture when it had its time at the Oscars.
Oh god, that Disney Fox merger. Oh, Christ.
Yes, that did kind of, like, screw up everyone's X-Men plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or kind of just everyone's just like, with New Mutants, it's kind of like, oh, are they gonna release it? We don't really care.
We don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they originally announced it, it was just like, oh, intriguing concept, first trailer. Yeah, it looks decent, or it looks alright. Then just keeps getting delayed and delayed and delayed. It's just like, no one actually.
Delayed and it's like, is it actually gonna happen? And then Disney buys Fox out and it's like, well, we should say bye to that then.
Yeah, because everyone was just like, oh yeah, they're just gonna release it on Disney Plus.
Which, I mean, they've put Avatar and everything on Disney Plus. I've got it myself, so.
But yeah, it was kind of like that with Dark Phoenix. They were just like, oh yeah, it kept getting, like, pushed back and stuff happening to it, and everyone's just like, oh, we don't really care, and that's why it bombed at the box office.
And that's why it bombed, yeah.
But I actually went to go see it in cinema. I actually enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Of course, I haven't seen many of the X-Men universe movies, and you know that.
Yeah.
I need to get on that. So.
Just whatever you do, don't watch X-Men Origins Wolverine. There's really no point. Plus,
Well, I don't know if we got that one actually.
plus it ruins Deadpool for you.
It ruins Deadpool for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm moving about.
Yeah, but basically, like, the 3 last main X-Men films are actually been quite good, especially Days of Future Past.
Yeah, Days of Future Past is one I remember watching as a kid. Because obviously, you know, I can't remember anything that goes on in it, but I remember watching it as a kid.
Yeah, I think, the first X-Men film I went to go see apart from Deadpool was X-Men Apocalypse. I actually really enjoyed that one, despite it being, like, kind of mixed in the community.
One of my favourite movies, Deadpool. It's just like,
Yeah, Deadpool is one of my favourite movies.
yeah.
I went...
Which one do you prefer, the first or second?
First one. Because it's more comedy.
Yeah, true.
Plus, I went to go see that thing, like, 3-4 times in cinemas.
Yeah, I remember you doing that. That was fun. The people that I don't know, I'm his mate and we knew each other in school, so...
And I'm pretty sure that Cineworld had to print on their tickets the people at the stand have the right to refuse entry just because of me.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I think it was the
They will
second...
eventually, mate. It's
Yeah.
like, you know,
'Cause it was like-
time when a movie comes out.
Yeah, because it was like second time I went to go see Deadpool. I was trying to take my brother to go see it, and they just turned to me and go like, "You don't look 15." So they're just like, "Yeah, go away." Then they got called up and complained to. So, you know, after that is when I first started seeing that on their ticket.
Oh, God. Innit?
Hmm.
But yeah, you definitely knew I was dedicated last year.
Yeah. What? Coming like driving 3 odd plus hours.
5.5 hours just to see a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is dedication to the franchise.
that's dedication.
Plus, I was waiting around like 2 hours at the cinema for you.
Oh, don't blame me.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, wait, I can't blame you. I told you to leave earlier and you didn't.
Maybe we got all falling. We had kids and everything. Nice.
Yeah, but anyway, we got to see it, see all the awesomeness.
We got to see it together, yeah.
It's been 1 year since then.
I know, we don't feel it, does it?
Well, kind of,
Hey, I
because
did like you did a week. Yay, fun. Help me. I can't go for a drink. Damn it. I wish I could.
yeah, but it's been a year with very little Marvel stuff in between. So
I know. We had, wait, what did we have? We had Far From Home, really, that day.
yeah, we had Far From Home, and I think it was final season of Jessica Jones as,
Oh, yeah.
as well.
Like I
And
said to you, you said to watch it, and I went, I only really like beginning of season 2, all of season 1 and beginning of season 2.
Hmm.
Tennant as Kilgrave,
Hmm.
mate.
yeah, like Jessica Jones season 1 was the only good season.
Yeah.
Season 2 had a very random scene.
Yeah.
Very random.
True.
Okay, as we near the end of the episode here, let's just kind of recap a bit. So, Black Widow coming out in November. How excited are we?
I am actually, because yeah, I think if they postponed Captain Marvel or had a debut in Endgame, but have Black Widows earlier,
Hmm.
because obviously she was one of the founding members. All the founding members, apart from Hawkeye and Black Widow, both have movies.
Now Black Widow has her own movie.
Now Black Widow has her own movie. Hawkeye's got his own TV show, so.
Hmm.
But in my opinion, it's been-
There's clearly how they value people there.
yeah.
And then that's getting followed up by The Eternals, which will be completely brand new thing to the MCU, as well as Shang-Chi, where they will finally do Mandarin right.
Finally Mandarin justice.
Yeah, one of the boys over at the Doubtfully Optimistic podcast, he absolutely loves Iron Man 3 and thought the Mandarin twist was brilliant. I don't know. I don't know. No, he's very he's very known with it in our group for kind of being like, oh yeah, he's very negative about stuff.
Yeah, I realised that last night, mate. I realised it last night.
What, as you was watching the podcast?
Yeah. Yeah, we realised it last night. It was just like, yeah.
Well, as for this episode, I don't really think there's much more to say apart from revisiting our hashtag Get Reading from the beginning. From the beginning of the episode, there's Civil War.
Civil War. Any Marvel comic, I'd say.
Yes.
I mean, you know, I've got mostly DC with mostly Flash comics.
Yeah. But when you read Civil War, you'll notice that, and compared to the Captain America movie, they actually both stand up on their own. Because as you can see from the,
stand up on their own greatly.
yeah, as you can
obviously the movie, it could use a lot of the characters that are in the comic book version. Because obviously you got the X-Men of Fantastic Four. Fox has them, didn't they?
Yep.
Obviously, if something like that's done again, we can now use Fantastic Four and
Civil War 2.
X-Men.
Well, yeah,
We could have a Civil War 2, yeah.
but Fox could not do a Fantastic Four movie right to save their lives.
Yeah.
They did 3 movies, none of them were good.
Yeah, no.
So anyway, I
As a
think
kid, I loved them, but hey,
you grew up, started drinking, and then realised, oh yeah, these are crap.
these are quite crap movies.
Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Next episode, we're going to do a special Star Wars Day edition. I know I just did Star Wars ranking on the Doubtfully Optimistic podcast, but I'd like to revisit it here. Here, kind of like get my kind of side across more than it was, because apparently I kept being interrupted.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot.
So anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.